Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.
El disco Every Single Thing de Will Joseph Cook está ya listo para aparecer en el mercado, el tercer larga duración de este joven creador de Reino Unido, con quien tenemos el gusto de conectar en esta videollamada para platicar del próximo lanzamiento. Hola, Will.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me on.
It's a pleasure to have this conversation with you. Where are you right now?
You're just in my bedroom right now. So
Are you in the UK?
yeah, in London.
Right.
I've just come back from tour, so I still haven't really tidied, cleaned my room yet. So.
I know. It's a little hard to come after a tour, after all these emotions, all this music, all this party, right?
For sure, yeah. It's like coming off of a treadmill or something. Your legs are still moving and you're in the same place.
Yes. So, Will, you are a few days away of releasing your latest album, Every Single Thing. It's your third full leg, right?
Yeah, that's right. My third one.
I read that you made the pre-production of the album here in Mexico. Why did you choose Mexico to start the process of making your new album?
Well, it was a couple of reasons. So I had on my last record, one of my songs in particular was like on Mexican radio a lot. It's a song called Be Around Me, and suddenly I was like having all of these fans from that part of the world like interact with me online. So all over 2020, I'm like, I need to go to Mexico at some point to like meet some of these people or just do something there to show that, you know, my love and stuff like that. So yeah, I was hoping to get out there. And then my producer that I worked with is based in LA. So we thought it would be kind of cool if we meet in Mexico because it's not very far for him. Yes. I can go and like do some promo, meet some people in Mexico City. So we meet here, did 2 weeks there, and then went to his studio in LA to finish it. So kind of going somewhere like new and interesting for both of us when we're trying to be creative, and then finish it somewhere more familiar, like at his studio in LA.
And do you find stories to tell here in Mexico for this album?
Did it? Yeah. I mean, I finished 2 of the songs' lyrics. Most of the album I'd already written. Yes. But I think being a long way away from people you love is generally good inspiration for songs. The 2 songs that I wrote were just kind of about being far away from someone you love, but the kind of difficulties and challenges and emotions that comes with like having physical distance, which I think everyone was kind of feeling over 2020. Like loads of couples and stuff were like stuck in other places, people away from their families. So, but I mean, Mexico City is a very kind of inspiring place to be. I think it's just like, even though it was still the end of the pandemic, it was such a kind of electric and like colorful place to be. So I loved making that album there. I thought it was great.
Will, you have experienced a thing that it's very common for UK artists that have an amazing connection with the Mexican audience. I don't know exactly why, but there's always an amazing connection. A lot of people are singing your songs, writing you on social media. A lot of people have seen you live here in Mexico, and that happened to you happens to a lot of UK artists.
Yeah, this was something that, like, when my song started to connect with people in Mexico, that I learned. You know, like I would, even when I first got out of the airport and the taxi driver driving me, as soon as he heard that I was British, he was like playing all of his favorite British bands. And it goes back a long time, you know, like I feel like Mexico loves like, you know, like big bands from like the 70s and 80s from the UK as well, like the Police and Queen. And yeah, it seems like there's a big connection of British pop culture with Mexico, which is great. Like, especially for guitar music as well, like, which I didn't know, but yeah, I'm into
But not only with all these cool, amazing, great artists, but for young artists like you, there are a lot of people that when you start playing live, people sing your song, people
Yeah.
go crazy. I don't know, it's great even for new artists.
Yeah, of course, yeah. No, I found that, so I played Corona Capital
Yes.
in last November, and I was just like so shocked in a good way, just how many people did like even know who I was or know the music. And then like after the show, you know, I went around the festival to go and watch. I was going to watch like Karangbin. But you know, I wanted to see some other artists and stuff around the festival, and loads of people were coming up saying like, "Hey man, like we love your music," and people wanting to get pictures, and this was something that I wasn't necessarily expecting to have in Mexico because it's my first time there, you know. But yeah, love it.
Yes, it was amazing. I went to Corona Capital. I saw your show. I was amazed watching you live because you really transmit that feelings that you have in your songs. This optimistic way of seeing life, more having more fun, be a better person, right?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, man. That means a lot. Yeah, we all love that set. I hope that I can come back and do Corona Capital again. I think it's a great festival.
And you have to play not only in Mexico City, but here in Guadalajara, Monterrey, and other cities, right?
Yeah, of course. That's the plan. When I come back with my own shows, I'll do a few cities, definitely.
Hope you can make it soon because you are releasing this new album, every single thing. It's hard to really watch every single thing about our life or our process, but you nailed it, trying to give us these stories about human emotions, human connection, and as I said, very optimistic.
Yeah. I mean, my philosophy with it, I guess, is that like moments where you feel true joy, or like, you know, those kind of fulfilling moments of like happiness where everything is going great, they're like quite rare. And when they happen, they're hard to hold on to. So I kind of see writing a song is like trying to hold that feeling when I'm feeling it. So if something goes right, I'm like, I need to write a song about this. And then I almost see it as like painting a picture of that moment. So it's like capturing it. And then hopefully when people listen to it, they can access that feeling, you know, they can feel that feeling. So that's kind of how I see my music, because, you know, my life is like everyone else's. It's not perfect. Like I have plenty of bad days as well. But for me, I love to do something good with my music, I think, is to let people feel those feelings when they listen to my stuff.
Yes, we all have these upside downs every day, bad moments, bad time. But you remind us something very important, that we forget to have fun in a lot of things that we are doing every day, and we need to have fun, right?
Yeah, totally. And to celebrate things that even feel normal, you know what I mean? Like not to take like the people around you for granted. I think just a lot of the songs on this album, they're love songs, but they're celebrating like quite seemingly like ordinary things about the other person, just like, you know, admiring the way that the foods that they like to order when you're with each other, like the movies you like to watch, or just like the way they do very specific things. So I feel like the album is full of that, just kind of celebrating like quite normal life as well.
Yes, absolutely. It's amazing, all the songs in the album. I have listened, and it's amazing. I really found very interesting things that you have say in your songs, and I connect a lot with your music, not only in this album but in your latest, in all your previous work. I think it's gonna be an amazing cycle for this album.
I hope so too, man. This is like the most, I feel like most I've put my like full heart into something before. Like I wasn't really scared to share any of these songs. I think when I was younger, I'd be more hesitant to write really directly about my personal life and my feelings, and also just worry about like being cool or whatever. But this time I just thought, whatever, I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna share my life and see what happens.
I know it's a little hard to share these emotions, but at the end, it's important to be honest, to be yourself.
Yeah, especially for men, man.
I know.
We need to be more comfortable with being sensitive and open about, about love and emotions, I think. So that's like how I've always been, but like, yeah, I'd struggled to put it into music, I think, when I was younger, whereas now I really enjoy it.
We will have your latest album, Every Single Thing, this June 10, correct?
Yeah, literally a week today as of recording this. Yeah.
Yes, and you will release the album with Bad Hotel and The Vertex, correct?
Yeah.
How was working with them?
It's great, man. I mean, it's a small team, so Bad Hotel is pretty much just me and like my creative relationships with directors and artists and people I work with. And then The Vertex is like, it's only like 4 of us, just a small independent label and licensing setup. But it's great. I mean, like the reason I like working like this is because I'm pretty much just allowed creatively to do whatever I want. If I have an idea, I tell them the idea, and then they're usually like, "Yep, sounds good."
Yes, I know.
We're going to do it. So, yeah.
It's remarkable the job of the independent labels, even small independent labels for music, for indie music, for alternative music. Not only today, but all over these years, the independent labels have played an amazing role in the alternative music.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's just about it's people who understand the music industry, but also trust the artists' creativity enough to let them be themselves. So, that's because that's the only guidance I think most artists need. Like if you have ideas, you just need help like getting it to people. So that's where I collaborate with them most. It's like, okay, now I've made the stuff. How do we tell people about it? So. They get me an interview with people like you. We have a good conversation.
I know, it's cool. It's very cool. Would you play in summer in festivals in the UK, in Europe?
Yeah, so I'm doing a bunch of festivals here in the UK, and then I will be back on tour at the end of the summer. I think potentially I can't say yet. But because I haven't booked the shows, but I will be back on tour all over the place, different countries from like September, I think. Yeah.
Maybe Mexico in the fall.
Maybe, yeah.
Looking forward.
It's definitely my plan to come back to Mexico. I just don't know exactly when I'm able to, but I will come back for sure.
I hope you can make it soon, and as I said, I hope you can make it here to Guadalajara and Monterrey and other cities. You will have a blast when you come here.
Yeah, I've heard great things about Guadalajara, man. Like people always say it's like one of the best places to visit. So, yeah.
You have to come to see it with your own eyes.
Yeah, of course.
In the meantime, we will listen Every Single Thing, the latest album from Will Joseph Cook. You will release the album June 10 on all digital platforms. Will you release it in vinyl or CD?
Yeah, so there's a vinyl as well. So
cool.
if that's your jazz, we got vinyl.
You have to bring your vinyl when you come to Mexico so we can have it, right?
Yeah, of course.
So congratulations on the album, man. It sounds amazing. I found a lot of great songs, and looking forward to see you here in Mexico again very soon.
Thank you, man. I enjoyed our chat. Thank you for having me.
Me too. Will Joseph Cook, thank you so much for this chat with Rutas Alternas.
Thanks, Gilberto.
Plataforma de información musical y radio online. Rutas Alternas. Escucha.